Good morning, Briosa Voce. You're going to take out your sight reading packet and we're going to be working on exercise number 2 on your sight reading packet. All right, boys, everybody got their sight reading out, so here we go. Let's get to work. Now, I want you to mark 2 things on your music today before we get started that help you to identify what the key is. Now, remember, the key tells us where to find what?
Do.
Do. The key, everybody say that with me. The key tells us where to find
Do.
Very good. So
I
if the key is F, do is on
G.
F.
Oh, F.
If the key is G, do is on
G.
If the key is A, do is on
A.
If the key is C, do is on
C.
Okay, so the key is telling us which line or space we're going to label do. Yes, sir. Yes. The key is going to tell us which line or space we're going to label do. Okay? Now, yesterday we were in the key of G, and I want you to notice something. This symbol right here that looks like a hashtag, I want you to draw an arrow to that symbol right there. Now, this is on example number 1 from yesterday. Okay? It looks like what you guys call a hashtag, but in music, we don't call it a hashtag, we call it a sharp. So I want everybody to label that as a sharp. And 1 sharp in my key signature tells me that I'm in the key of G. 1 sharp in my key signature tells me that I'm in the key of G. So let's go over to number 2. Look, I have the same exact symbol in number 2 that I did in number 1. You see that? I have a sharp in number 2, just like I did in number 1. So, what key am I in?
G.
I'm in the key of G again. Very, very good.
It's different for them.
Okay, so now let's look. Our first note. We're going to call it what, Max? Because it's on G. This note, if we name our lines and spaces, it's on the E, G line. Remember, the key is telling me where to find do, so it's on G, so that's do. Now let's keep going through step by step. I started on do. Now did I move up or down to the next note? Up. So here's do. What's up from do? Re. Very good. So let's label that re. Our next one, from re, did I move up or down? Up. So do, re. What's up from re? Me. Me. Yes, sir, Diego. Excellent. Now let's look at the next one. Did I move up or down? Very good. We did not move up or down at all. This note, the next note, stayed on the exact same line, so it's still going to be called me because it's the same line. Next, we have me. Now we're going to move. Did we move up or down?
Up.
Up. Very good. So do, re, mi. What's up for me? Fa. So we're going to label that fa.
I labeled this already yesterday.
Okay. Next, did we move up or down?
Down.
Same.
Look at Look at him.
Oh.
Look, yep, it's the same. It stayed on the same space, so it's still going to be called fa. Okay? Now, we're on fa. Did we move up or down right here?
Down.
Very good. We moved from fa and we went down on the staff. So, fa, so what's that one going to be? Is it going to be so? No, because so is higher than fa. So if we're on fa, we have to go down to me. Well, that is me. Next, we're going to step up or down, boys. Which way? Excellent. We're moving up to what's up from me? Fa. Very good. Our next note, did we move up or down?
Same.
Same. So it's fa again. Next one, do we move up or down?
Down.
Down. What's down from fa?
Me.
Me. Very good. Our next note,
Down.
do we move up or down?
Same.
It's the same. Very good. We're still the same. It's on me again. Next, did I move up or down?
Down.
Very good. And down from from me is Ray. Next, did I move up or down?
Same.
Same, very good. Ray again.
Yep.
And then our very last note, did I move up or down?
Down.
What's down from Ray?
Doe.
Doe.
Down, no.
Now remember, yesterday, I had you write in the upper left-hand corner, and remote learners, I want you to do this today. In the upper left-hand corner, I had you write draw a quarter note. And our quarter note is worth how many beats?
One beat.
Excellent job. And then I had you draw a half note, which looks just like a quarter note, except we don't shade in that note head. It's open. And how many beats does that half
Two.
note receive? 2 beats. Now remember, our notes are all named for the amount of space they take up in our measure. And we can see here from our time signature, this 4 on the top right here, that 4 tells us that we have 4 beats in our measure, okay? So if a half note is taking up half of the beats, that's why it's named a half note, right? Because it's taking up 2 beats, 2 out of 4 is half of the measure, so that's why it's called a half note. And then our quarter note, what's a quarter is just a fancy name for what fraction?
25%.
Fraction.
25.
What's the fraction?
1/4.
Thank you. 1/4, okay? A quarter is a fancy name for the fraction 1/4, okay? So each one of these quarter notes is taking up 1/4 of the measure. That's why they're called quarter notes, because each one of them takes up a quarter of the measure, okay? 1/4, half, 75%, whole, okay? Just like we have 4 quarters in a dollar, there are 4 quarter notes in a measure, okay, when it tells us we have 4 beats in a measure.
Can I check if that's my phone? Real quick.
We're sight reading right now, honey. Okay, now, everybody got your sight reading, let's all stand up. And we're gonna chant our way through it first. We're gonna chant our way through it first.
All right.
Everybody up? Okay,
Oh, shoot.
here we go, starts on do. Now, we have 2 half notes. That's something we forgot to label, let me show you those real quick, okay? Sorry about that, just stay on your feet, I'm just gonna show the people at home, okay? We have 2 half notes in our exercise here. Who can tell me where the first half note is? Raise your hand if you can tell me. Thank you for raising your hand, Daniel.
Me.
It's on this me right here at the end of measure 2, so I'm gonna circle that me right there at the end of measure 2. That way it's very obvious to me that I'm gonna hold that out for 2 beats while I'm sight reading. And then Diego, where's my second one?
Doe.
Right here at the very end on do. This is also a half note. And remember, I can tell it's a half note because this note head is not shaded in. I can see right there. I can literally see the line going through the middle of that half note. Okay, so now that we've got that done, let's go back through and let's chant our way through. Okay, ready? It starts on do. We're gonna use our hand signs. We're gonna move up and down while we chant. Ready? 1 and 2, look at your sight reading, do, do, re, mi, fa, here comes a half note, mi, fa, mi, re, do. And notice that on all those half notes, we're gonna show that half note by carrying that half note across for 2 beats, okay? Now, before we sing our sight reading, we sing the broken chord every single time. We sing the broken chord, then we sing through our sight reading. Who can tell me, what is the solfege for the broken chord, Daniel?
Do, mi, so, mi, do, so, do.
Do, mi, so, mi, do, lo, so, do. Now remember, tenors, my tenor type people, if the low so is too low, you're just gonna pop back up to the high so. So, for instance, here is what do sounds like today. Here's what the broken chord's gonna sound like. Do, mi, so, mi, do, so, do. Now, if that's too low for my tenors, then they would sing this. Do,